Welcome, my friends. My name is Esteban. Creatively, I go by EDC. This is May This Channel Self-Destruct. My aspiration with this channel is that, like good medicine after sickness is dissipated, you'll actually become less likely to engage with it the more you engage with it. I hope it helps you become more embodied and connected with yourself, more likely to spend time in nature or with the beloved beings in your life, human and non-human, and less time engaging with your technology, tapping on your screen, and participating in the reinforcement of addictive and conditioned processes of your life that don't nourish you, that don't contribute to connection or individual and collective well-being. I went back and forth on whether to even create an introduction video, whether I wanted to tag it on to the beginning of the first episode that I create, and ultimately I decided just to make a short, separate introduction video. You can watch it or not. A little bit about myself. By day, I'm a psychotherapist. It's how I support myself. I run a small private practice near my home. I am a dad. My son is 9. He is my world. When I'm not working or spending time with him or people I care for, pretty much all my time and energy is invested in creative pursuits, be it music or things like this channel. Most importantly, for the context of what I want to be talking about, I am a yogi. I'm a Dharma practitioner. Not a particularly good one. I'm not interested in becoming a teacher figure, but I am interested in sharing my love of practice because it's changed my life so profoundly. And when I look in the context of our culture and everything that's happening right now at what supports me and what supports some of the people closest to me, is practice. Together, we're going to be exploring primarily in the form of short and long form video essays, as well as interview conversations, themes, topics, ideas, perspectives, and most importantly, practices, be it contemplative, creative, or therapeutic, that can support you not only in surviving, but thriving, even in this world that we're living in. My hope is to elevate voices and perspectives that need to be brought out into the world. In the videos, I'm going to be including resources and links and trying to be as diligent as I can about citations and references so that you can go directly to the sources when it comes to some of these materials. At times, music and poetry and other modes of expression might weave themselves in. I think that in the task of human communication, we have to use all of the tools at our disposal. All of the videos that I'm going to be making are going to be completely free. There's no tiers, there's no paywalls. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm going to keep this ad-free, and I'll keep going even if you're just watching. But if you find some of this meaningful, valuable, helpful to you, please consider buying me a monthly cup of coffee by becoming a subscriber. You've heard it before. It's a small amount for you, but it really adds up on my end as a creator. Now, I know that our inboxes are being flooded by content and newsletters, and Substack is kind of blowing up these days. So only do it if it feels right for yourself, and there's no hard feelings on my end. It was really interesting building this channel. You know, I basically had to gear up and invest in all of the technology and learn all the skills to build it from the ground up. And so I did a lot of research. I spent a lot of time on YouTube trying to figure out how to do this in a way that felt authentic and genuine. I'm not interested in being a content creator, an internet personality. I really am interested in how can I create a context where I can, as authentically as possible, show up and talk about ideas worth talking about. And one of the things that I encountered was this culture of overwhelmingly valuing stimulus over depth. Now, if you are somebody who consumes content, if you're on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, I would highly encourage you to go down a rabbit hole for a moment and just see the back end of how creators are creating the content that you are then consuming. For the most part, I ran into techniques for grabbing your attention and keeping it, ways of keeping you stimulated and engaged artificially, and overwhelmingly prioritizing stimulus over depth. My hope is that this channel will be a place where you can actually slow down and engage with meaningful content that actually has depth. I think that's pretty much it. I'll end these videos pretty much each time the same way by sharing a prayer of kindness and compassion. May all beings enjoy happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. And finally, may this channel self-destruct.